Joining me now is former acting director of ICE, Fox News contributor, and Heritage Foundation visiting fellow Tom Homan. Tom, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So where Griff is, Del Rio sector, that's where a lot of the migrants are being put on buses by the state of Texas and sent to New York City. And New York City's Mayor Eric Adams is out in El Paso today taking a look at the border. So New York City has started putting up hundreds of these migrants in local hotels there, one of which is a luxury hotel, $500 a night, taxpayer dime. And I want to pull up these images here. An employee went public saying at that hotel that groups of these migrants have just been trashing the hotel, drinking all day, leaving trash all over the place, some of them smoking weed, others having sex in the stairwells, and good food just being tossed out in the trash because they don't want to eat it. Tom, these people are supposedly asylum seekers. You would think if you're fearing your home country or you're hungry, you're not going to be throwing out good food. Your reaction to seeing what's happening in those hotels at taxpayer expense?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, the taxpayers should be insulted because they're releasing these people on purpose. The $500 a night in a hotel room, there are thousands of empty beds in ICE facilities, already paid for sitting empty. And they have 24/7 medical coverage. They have 3 squares a day. You know, they can take care of these migrants. But the reason they're releasing them, because if they're detained, as you said, they're asylum seekers. Immigration court data clearly shows over the last decade, 9 out of 10 don't qualify for asylum. They will be ordered removed. But the Homeland Security Life Cycle Report says this: if you're in detention, you get order removal, you're removed 99% of the time. If you're not detained by the government, like a family unit, you leave 6% of the time. That's why they're spending 10 times more money they should be on detention in these hotels rather than in government detention, because they know these people will lose their case and they know they won't leave if they're not being detained.
And the administration just recently announced a new initiative where they're going to be expanding parole to migrants from Cuba, Nicaragua, and Haiti. They're going to allow 30,000 of these people from these demographics into the country every single month via parole. And for our viewers who don't really understand what that means, it essentially gives them a temporary legal status, if you will, and allows them to apply for work permits, work benefits for 2 years or so. But Tom, under U.S. law, parole is only supposed to be applied in 2 circumstances: urgent humanitarian reasons or significant public benefit. They want to do 30,000 a month, but you said when you were in leadership in ICE, you did 3 in 10 years.
Absolutely, because I follow the law. The law says this must be a case-by-case analysis. It means you look at each case separately, study the case thoroughly, and does it benefit the government, significant public benefit, to bring them in. So it's a really high bar. What this administration was violating the law. They will lose this in court. I mean, when the president said the other day, we're going to bring 30,000 in, how do you make that statement when you know the law clearly says it has to be a case-by-case analysis?
What's an example of when you did grant a parole? For our viewers who don't understand why it would be granted, what's an example of when you actually allowed it?
I paroled a man in that was going to testify against a criminal cartel hearing. He was going to come in and testify for the government, help the government convict the drug dealers or drug smugglers. Then after he's done, he goes home.
And that would be considered significant public benefit?
Yes, sir.
Got it. And we got about 30 seconds left here. Just your thoughts on the numbers we continue to see at the border. I'm hearing from multiple federal sources that the December border numbers, which should be released any day now, are going to be monstrous, possibly the highest month ever recorded in U.S. history. These numbers, when you look at the chart, just keep going up, 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 up. No matter what kind of changes the administration is making, your reaction, is there anything that is potentially going to slow this crisis down?
There has to be consequence. There has to be consequence for them breaking the law. For instance, we just discussed 90% lose their case. Secretary Mayorkas says if they don't qualify, they'll be immediately removed. ICE isn't looking for any of them. I know that because I've talked to them. They're not looking for these people. But I guarantee you, under a Republican president, when a Republican president takes back that White House, someone like Trump, who believes in border security, I'll come out of retirement for the 3rd time, and we're going to seek these people out. We're going to arrest them, and we deport them. Take that to the bank.
Former Acting ICE Director Tom Homan, thank you so much for joining us, and we will, of course, continue to keep covering that border beat.